guys, it's Ariel with Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we are going to be doing a crew review of the Bambino. So this is the more kind of basic version of the Bambino line. So it does not have a milk sensor, it has a regular steam wand. It also has a little hot water feature as well. We still have the single and double shot buttons. So steam wand is here. And it's got a thermo block, so it does kind of take a moment, and you'll hear that thumping sound. And then you just push it again to stop it. And then this is for hot water. Also comes out of the steam wand. So why don't we just go ahead and kind of play around with our machine here for a moment. So this little guy just comes with pressurized basket. So it's a lot more forgiving of the grind and tamp. So if you're using something like the Solis Scala or the Barazza Encore kind of as your only grinder, this will still pull some pretty decent shots. So I'm just going to go ahead and get our dose going. And I have this kind of at the finer end of the settings, so kind of right around 5 is where you want it for espresso. And we're going to do 16 grams is what will fit in here for a double shot. Right at 16. So you can see that, there's kind of if you don't have a scale, it's kind of like a gentle mound, but not like a full-blown mountain. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Get it leveled out. And then you're going to tamp. You don't need to tamp too hard. Just a little bit. And then you just kind of groom it like so. Okay, and we are going to get our shot going here. This is our double shot button. Now it's just kind of gearing up. All right, so it looks like we've got a pretty decent amount of crema because of the pressurized basket. So even though the grind isn't as precise, it still pulled a pretty good shot. It smells pretty good. And it's a nice syrupy body, nice and hot, not too hot. And I'm using Camber coffees dialed in. So I'm definitely getting, some of the nice plum notes, a little bit of spice. So it does coax out, those really nice flavors. All right. So now we're going to see how the steam wand does with milk texturizing. It's always a good time. So you want to purge before and after to get rid of any condensation in the wand. And then purging afterwards will help just in case any milk got sucked up into the wand, it spits it back out. Okay, so we're all purged here. All right, here we go. And what you want to listen for is a paper tearing sound, and you want to make sure that you've got a nice whirlpool of milk going. And then you want to keep one hand on the frothing pitcher. So far, so good. Got a nice whirlpool. We heard that paper tearing sound at the beginning. So now we're really just waiting for the milk to get up to temperature. Okay, almost there. So when the milk starts getting too hot for your hands, you take your hand off, kind of give it a silent 5 count, and then you stop it. There we go. Okay, now I have a little wet paper towel here. So you want to make sure, this is important, you want to make sure that you wipe everything off, and then purge it. All right, looks like we've got a good milk texture here. So what you're looking for a good milk texture is you want something that looks like wet, glossy paint. So it's got a very, velvety foam. So this did a great job frothing the milk as well. Got a little tulip in there too. All right, so it did a great job at pulling shots. It did a really, really beautiful job at getting that beautiful velvety milk texture. Another really nice thing about the Bambino is it does have a pretty huge water tank in the back. So I'm just gonna kind of turn it around. And you can see that it holds quite a bit, so you're not gonna have to refill this as often. So overall, this is a really nice little machine, especially if you have limited counter space and you don't have room for a dedicated espresso grinder and like a larger machine. It does a great job with pulling the shots, and I'm actually really impressed with this little steam wand that it was able to get that milk texture, even though it's not quite as powerful as something like a Rocket or even the Breville Barista Pro. So overall, this is a really nice machine if you have limited counter space. I'm pretty fond of it. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.